What's up, peeps? RG here. Sorry for the delay. I'm very sorry. There was a little bit of a technical issue. How to explain? So when I open up this game, there is a little pop-up that comes up from Steam, and I thought, oh, that's kind of annoying, and I don't want to have that like in the background. I'm pretty sure it's just an ad anyway. I'll try to close it real quick before the game opens up. I think that sort of screwed with the system a little bit, and I had to, force reset my computer, and then there was a blue screen, and I got really worried, but we're fine now. We are fine. I hope that you all had a good day, and hopefully it wasn't too warm for you. It was kind of warm for me. Something I learned. Let me actually get into this game proper. We'll get into this game proper so that there's less background noise. But something that I learned was very universal. Something that everyone can relate to. The joy of an afternoon nap. That's what I discovered today. Oh my god. I was very tired because apparently I woke up at like 6 a.m. despite getting to bed kind of late last night. And I go through the rest of my day. I'm like, I guess I'm awake now, because I was just kind of like lying in bed for a little while. I wake up and I go, I guess I can try to like go through my day and stuff like that. And I did some stuff on my computer. I watched some videos, got caught up on some other things. But I still felt really tired after lunch. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just go back to bed and see what happens. And I had such an amazing afternoon nap. It was so good. So good. Woke up completely refreshed, and here we are. I am ready to finish off this game, and I hope you all are too. It's going to be fun. We've been making a lot of good progress, and I actually realized something. Okay, I need to go back to the Life at Sea sketch. So I realized something the other day that I was like, wait a minute. Wait just a gosh diddly darn minute. So there was, where is he? Surgeon's mate, surgeon. There was someone over here that I remember. They like died at the very end of, the bosun. Okay. So I realized that the bosun, Alfred Klessiel, he perished at the beginning of chapter 9, The Escape. Right? So, what I remembered from his dialogue is that, like, where's my Frenchman? And someone responded that the Frenchman was torn apart by the beast. And I was like, oh, the only person that we know who's been torn apart by the beast is this guy. But we have put him down as the bosun's mate, but we have not seen his story filled in the same way that, say, Miss Jane Bird is. I was like, wait a minute. This isn't the bosun's mate. This is a topman. This is a guy who we've seen work on the sails. So then who is the bosun's mate? Well, if you remember from the memory, which I guess we could just go get out of here, tab, right? So if we go back to the very end of the Doom, that chapter, if we go visit our dear friend Abigail over here, it's all coming together. It is. We see the bosun getting attacked right here. Who would be right next to the bosun and want to protect him at all costs? The bosun's mate. This man right here is the Frenchman. It was all a red herring. The other guy, the guy that got torn apart, this man It was a lie. They thought they could pull a sneaky on me. Ha ha ha. Little do they know, I am actually smarter than that eventually. Because admittedly, it did take me a while. But still, very clever game. Very, very clever. Also, hello, Crumbs. I realize you've been chatting for a while. Didn't want to make you feel left out. Glad you got to rest. Apparently you needed it. Yeah, definitely did. But okay, you were not crushed by a terrible beast. You were torn apart by a terrible beast. And you are the Frenchman. You are Charles Minor. I bet you anything. I bet you anything. All right. But then that begs the question. Who is this fellow? We know that he is a topman. We know that he was torn apart by a terrible beast. He could either be Omid Ghoul. He could be Maba. I guess one of those two. It's Maba! Ha ha ha! And we got all the fates in chapter 3. Nice! So, Maba was torn apart by a terrible beast. Timothy Budiment was shot with a gun by Edward Nichols. And Charles Minor, the bosun's mate, was torn apart by a terrible beast. Now we have 3 more fates in the book. We are now at 36 out of 60. 36 out of 60. We're over halfway. I'm so excited. All right. You know what? Pat myself on the back for realizing that. Because I bet that trips a lot of people up. They're like, but wait a minute, where's the guy? Why isn't this the bosun's mate? It's because you're wrong. It's because you're wrong. Alright, let's see if there's anyone else we have yet to figure out. We know that... We know that Edward Nichols was shot with a gun by somebody. Let's see. Samuel Galligan speared by a beast. We need to figure out... We need to go back to the Calling chapter and figure out what happened to some people, because I'm seeing quite a few names here that would be good to find out. And I'm pretty sure these are the bodies here. So let's see. This is part 4 of 6. What was that voice? Where does... Okay, yeah, Edward Nichols' body was over here. Ahoy! Ahoy! Wait, don't shoot. I have treasure. Okay. We're gonna go figure out who shot him first. And then we'll go back in time through there. Through the rest of the chapter. So, does that make you Edward Nichols? Or are you Edward Nichols? I think you're Edward Nichols. Yeah, part 6 of 6. Okay. So, we know that you... Oh. He was shot by Cho Tan. For very good reason, because his friend... because these people were kidnapped. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he knew. So of course he would want to shoot Edward Nichols.
I have treasure. I yield. Hold your fire.
Yeah, he deserved it, honestly. So let's see. From Formosa, he was shot by Chiotan. Okay, we know that much. And then we got a mermaid. We got someone else over here. Who are you? And also you up there. love that little dancing emote, by the way. Very, very good. Ah, that was the 4th mate. Okay. And then we had just a bunch of bodies over here. Wait a minute. Oh, did they, like, tie that boat to this one? I guess that makes sense. Yeah, you were the lady. Wait, wasn't there another body in between? Yeah, you. Okay, so we're gonna warp to that memory, which should be 5 to 6, yes. Ah, right, yes, you were burned to death. We know that for a fact. One other person was present, which was Edward Nichols. Everyone else was dead by then. Yeah, right, because he opened the box and then everyone kind of perished from that. I remember now. What's gonna take over Dinn's slot while you're done? I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. There is... I'd have to look back through my library, whether it be on Twitch or something else. I know what's going to take... God, what was the game I just got? Tears of the Kingdom. I know what's going to take Tears of the Kingdom's place, but I'm kind of saving that as a surprise. It's a game that I've seen a bunch of other people streaming as of late, and it looks very interesting, and I want to try my hand at it. It's a Pokemon fan game. I'll give away that much. Maybe it'll be obvious from that, but yeah. Kind of upset that I didn't stick around for your Hollow Knight playthrough when Navri first mentioned. Oh, don't worry. You did not miss much, because that was a Steel Soul run, and I bonked it up in the absolute stupidest way possible. And yeah, it kind of demotivated me from that. Obvious to me. But yeah, just, I don't know. If I play Hollow Knight again, it's gonna be like in preparation for Silk Song or something. It is not. What's a Steel Soul run? Steel Soul is a mode in the game where instead of like respawning at a like checkpoint, it's a permadeath situation. You die once, it's a game over, and you have to start all the way from the beginning. I got so far in the Steel Soul run. I was almost towards the end. I was about like 90% complete, I would say. Maybe even 95. And like I said, I just like biffed it in such an epic failure style that I just quit there and then. Oh, Iron Man style. Exactly. So, yeah, I wasn't too happy about that. And I didn't want to carry on from there. Okay, so everyone else is dead by now. Who are you? Actually, who are you? Tab? Oh, you were the second mate steward. Well, you have to be Samuel Galligan then. You had to have been speared by a terrible beast. And then there's you, second mate Edward Nichols, being a coward. Freaking coward. I'm excited for when Silksong gets actually released. Yeah, I am too. I am very, very excited. The problem being, we don't know when it is. We have absolutely zero idea. You were a topman who was also speared by a beast. Ugh. There's just so much. Okay. What's, are you in the next body in line? Are you number 3? You're number 2.
Keep rowing!
Let's see. Mother of God, keep rowing. They're here. I see it. Give us a weapon. Okay, I need to live.
Where is it? Where? Something there! I see it! Give us a weapon! Shoot it! My kid eye!
Give us a weapon. I wonder who that would be. They're definitely some unknown seaman. Give us a weapon. This might be Patrick O'Hagan or John Naples. Though, okay, speaking about Silksong, though, speaking of... Ooh, you got a second attempt on Hollow Knight. Uh-huh. Don't think I have the skills to really finish it. It is a very difficult game. It's got a really steep learning curve with some of the enemies, some of the bosses. But, it's more so just, like, pattern recognition. After you learn how to, like, dodge certain attacks or find an open window for getting a few stray hits, it's definitely, like, death by 1,000 cuts is how you take out some of the bosses. You just sort of wait for an opportunity to attack, and then you attack. You don't go for anything too crazy, too fancy. You don't try to speedrun it. You just take it slow and steady. But yeah, I am also excited for Silksong. I feel like Silksong has taught a lot of people the true meaning of patience. Because when was Silksong announced again? Back in, like, what, 2018? Somewhere in there? 2019, maybe? And it has been so long in development. But I feel like I haven't seen a lot of people be, like, way too impatient about it. They're not like, where's Silksong? All the like that. They're just like, okay, Team Cherry's gonna do their thing. And at least 3 years ago, if not longer. Oh, for sure longer. Because they definitely announced it before the start of the pandemic in 2020. So it was either 2018 or 2019. But yeah, there hasn't been a lot of, like, shouting. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people trust Team Cherry to do a good job with it. And so they're just sort of holding on, just like, okay, I'll wait. You want to... And who knows, maybe they're accidentally making a sequel to Silksong. Kind of like they did... Because if I'm not mistaken, Silksong was originally going to be DLC for original Hollow Knight. And they're just like, oh, whoopsie doodle, we accidentally put too many ideas in it. And now we have to make it its own game. Whoa, crazy us. Maybe by the time I beat Hollow Knight, it'll come out. Yeah. That's... I feel like I could beat Hollow Knight like 5 times over and it still wouldn't be out. Okay, so that might not be John. Okay, maybe it's not any of these. Let's just stick with an unknown seaman for now. We also don't know who you are. But we know that you perish later. You are getting dragged underwater, which means that you were definitely drowned by a terrible beast. Where did you show up? Let's see, you're in the Calling Part 1 and the Calling Part 2. You're also in Murder, because you're getting onto the boat. Okay, that makes sense. Where do you show up, though? You show up alongside these people. Okay, that doesn't really help me. That's unfortunate. Let's see. So you're probably another unknown seaman. Also, wait a minute. I need to open up the book again. Get out of there. We have people speaking Russian. We have at least one person speaking Russian. Maybe you? Maybe you're the Russian man? So you would be... No, stop it. No, I didn't want unknown topman. Maybe you're one of these two? We'll go with you for now. And then... Were you the one who's like... One of you... You're the one who said keep rowing. For sure. Let's see. Keep rowing. Aha, they're here. Where is it? There. It's something there. I see it. Give us a weapon. Pick up the oars and row, you fools. Which is definitely Nichols talking. We don't know who you are, but you got a pipe. You know that much. Okay, so we know that you were probably drowned because you're being taken overboard by this mermaid. And then there's you. We still need to go back to part 3 as well. Keep course due east. They say strange things about monsters. Okay. Checked and loaded on myself. Let's listen.
Aye, sir. Checked and loaded on myself.
Good. Stay quiet and alert. If the wind picks up, we've no chance against the Obra Dinn.
休假，你玩错了。
我冇问题，但是因为希望绝对袂当互伊浪费水底。
那是遐个怪物出现，你绝对卖起来。
Aye, shut it up.
They say strange things about monsters.
Huh. But the chest must not fall into the ocean. That was an interesting voice. They say strange things about monsters. Where would you have been from? Omid? Huang Li? Zhejiang? Ah, it was Li Hong! Okay, there we go. Well done, 3 more fates correct. Woot woot! So Edward Nichols was shot by Chotan. Li Hong was speared by a terrible beast. And... Ah! That was Alacris. Okay, we got one of the Russian topmen. Good. Good, good, good. Man, we are almost out of the topmen, which is very good. They and the just like plain old seamen were very hard to identify. So let's see. Yeah, you were drowned by a beast. You were taken overboard. You were speared. You missed it. And then we also know that you were probably speared. I guess I didn't really look. And then there's you and you. 2 of the gunmen who are just like regular sailors, seamen. Right. Okay. So let's go back to memory 3 and figure out what happened there. You? You're part 5. Okay. Part 5.
休假。
And then she's part 4. And then who was part 3?
我听到啊，
It must have been you, I guess. Yeah, because we don't know how you died. Part 3. O'Hagan, you still breathing? Can you row? Nichols sure soothed her. Okay. So O'Hagan is somewhere.
Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake.
So we know you're Li Hong. We know that you are going to... Oh, wait a minute. Oh! You didn't die from a beast. You got stabbed. You got stabbed in the back of the neck by, Mr. Itbeng Sha. Okay. Well, good to know. Okay. So you were knifed by Itbeng Sha. There we go. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh. And then, yeah, Edward Nichols is just being an absolute coward. O'Hagan. One of these two is O'Hagan. That is definitely not... He's still breathing. Maybe you're O'Hagan? Oh. Oh, you got pulled under. Yeah. You also got drowned by a beast. Let's see. O'Hagan, you still breathing? Can you row? Yeah. Rip. For sure. I'm guessing this is O'Hagan. It's gotta be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 more top men, and that's it. Me literally never getting on a boat again. I mean, as long as you don't have some, like, cursed treasure with you, you should be fine, right? Right? It's not like you're gonna get attacked by mermaids and giant crab riders. You should be fine. You should be fine. So, O'Hagan. You are probably Patrick O'Hagan. Probably. Either that or you're Patrick O'Hagan. We know that you've got the conch shell. Okay. So we're gonna go with that, but if we don't get... Because we got Patrick O'Hagan, and we got you. If we cannot find a name for this guy... I mean, I guess we can technically just keep, like, guessing. But if these don't end up being right, then I think... Okay, so maybe you're Patrick O'Hagan. Maybe you are Patrick O'Hagan. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to say this is Patrick O'Hagan, and then we're going to give this guy a different name. George Shirley, Alexander Booth, William Wasim, Abraham Akbar, John Naples, Alexi. There we go, there we go. Deductive reasoning. And also just random guessing. Samuel Galligan, knifed. Patrick O'Hagan, speared. And Alexei Toporov, drowned. There we go. I don't have enough main character energy for those kinds of events. Yeah, I mean, clearly they didn't either, because they kind of, you know, died. I wonder who would even be described as the main character. Would it be the captain? Would it be, God, what's his name again? Would it be Robert Whittrell? Is he the main character here? Are we the main character here? Or is Henry Evans the surgeon? Is he the main character? We don't know. We don't know. Strictly NPC. Oh God. Speaking of NPC, I've seen these videos going around being shared from TikTok onto Twitter and different places. Just a bunch of people acting like NPCs, and it's very, oh God, it is very, I don't want to say disturbing. It's not quite that level, but oh my God, why? Why would you even, like, I think I have too much self-respect to go on TikTok. I could not do the things that people do on there as trends. Because, like, they're just so bad. Like, you have to have some sort of, like, I don't know, sense of shame when it comes to acting. I guess I don't know. When our two youngest kids talk to each other and sometimes has hella NPC vibes. Oh, God. TikTok people are a little weird. I mean, to be fair, a lot of people are a little weird. It's just like, I don't understand why people hop on TikTok bandwagons, especially when people get, like, such visceral reactions out of it. Like, when the early days, when TikTok was first being introduced to people, and it was all just, like, cringe compilations of, like, ooh, I want to be Tracer, I'm already Tracer, that stuff. And it's like that never really went away. It just sort of got scooted off to the corner, and every so often it rears its ugly head. Videos are too much effort for me. They can be quite effortful. For sure. I think we got most of the names that are on here so far. The only ones who are not apparently... We don't know what happened to James Wallace. We're going to have to figure out what happened there. Oh, right. We don't know what happened with you. You disappeared. You also could have been eaten. That is a possibility. We also don't know what happened to the third mate. Because I'm guessing the third mate perishes in Chapter 8 with the bargain. Maybe he was a sacrifice, who knows. But we know that you are somewhere. He doesn't perish in the Doom, but that is the last place we see him, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's in the Doom Part 7. And then up here at the Doom Part 8. I guess I could go see... Because the captain would have gone down to the Lazaret. Because that's where the treasure was. So I guess I could go see what Robert Wittrell was up to. Or not Robert Wittrell. Martin Perot. And then we could also see what happened with James Wallace. He disappeared in the Doom. But... where was he last seen? That's the question. Show memories on deck map. He was in the Doom Part 7. He was in the Doom Part 1. And then he was all over the place at Soldiers at Sea. He was ducking in the corner over here. Okay. So I have to go back to the Doom Part 7 and the Doom Part 8 and figure out what happened to these people. This will be interesting. This will be very interesting. But also... oh, right. Okay. So we don't know what happened to some other people in the Doom. We don't know who this is. Except he's hanging out with the other topmen. So... he disappeared in the Doom. We know he was depicted there. Where was his last memory? Doom Part 6. Okay. He's also in the Doom Part 2, but that's inconsequential. Okay. So we need to go back to the Doom Part 6, the Doom Part 7, and the Doom Part 8. Figure out where these people went. Okay. Unknown Topman was devoured. I don't know. I don't want to assume anything. But we also haven't gotten anything for these two, so maybe they weren't drowned, maybe they were eaten. Maybe they were all eaten by a terrible beast. Okay. So I definitely need to keep a better eye out for people. Adjust detective cap. Yes. This is the time for it. Queen's monocle. You're helping? Are you gonna be my Watson? not Amelia Watson, but my, crap. What is Watson's first name in Sherlock Holmes? Why am I blanking on Watson's first name? I've been watching too much Hololive. All I can think of is Watson with a little ADHD. That is fair. You know what? Sometimes that helps. Sometimes that helps. So you were Maba. Interesting. Oh, right. Okay. You were also blasted with a cannon. This unknown soul. Where are you? Okay. So you're also with the crew. Gotcha. Where are your memories? Show memories on deck map. You're part of Soldiers of the Sea. Oh, that means you're a topman. Okay. That's good to know. That is very, very good to know. Or wait a minute, are you? You could have also been on the ground. Show memories on deck map. Soldiers of the Sea Part 2. I'll have to look at Soldiers of the Sea Part 2. Okay. We know you. We don't know you, but we know you're a topman. We don't know you, but we know that you're a topman, who was decapitated, apparently. We know that you're Lewis Walker. We know that you're Leonid Volkov. We can't get a good look at you. This unknown topman, who is probably Omid Ghul. He disappeared in the Doom. So we could probably assume that he was eaten by the beast. But we'll see. But we shall see. Okay. Yeah, there were a bunch of people pulling the ropes over here. So it's possible that one of them is you. Okay. Google says his first name is John. Ah, okay. John Watson. That would make sense. If you had to work on a big ship, what would you want to do on there? Oh, God. I mean... Ooh, actually, I know. Where would the Doom find you? I would want to be up in the crow's nest. That's what I want to do. I want to be there with the not the binocular, the telescope. I want to be looking around, surveying. Because I am a very observant person, and also I like being up where the wind is. Being the bird. Yes, bird's eye view. For sure, for sure. Oh, right. And then he's like, oh, hey, there's a giant enemy crab over there. That's probably not good. That's amazing up there, right? Has to be. Okay, so if this was Soldiers of the Sea, we know that you are probably one of these people. Whaley. But for now, you're an unknown topman. Oh. Is that... Are you the next one? Soldiers of the Sea Part 2? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, good. So... Oh! Oh, God. Another one! Yeah, okay, so you got zapped. And then, yeah, you were climbing, so you're a topman. You're another one of the topmen. You were speared by a terrible beast. You were probably Nicholas Bottrell. Yeah, that's gotta be. And were you speared? I mean, that kind of looks like you were speared. Not gonna lie. God, look at these feet. Anyway. So if you're that, then that means you... We can probably figure out your name now. You're either Hong Li, Ji Zhong, or Wei Li, but nothing is working right now? Huh. You were crushed, so we know that you are a seaman of some kind. We know that you are a seaman of some kind. We know you are Henry Brennan, okay. We know that you are, well, we don't actually know who you are, but you're the guy who's like, oh! And then you are Charles Minor, okay. So let's see. Heave, run, what is it? Play devil, another one over there, okay. Another one over there, said Henry Brennan. Gotta figure out who you are. John Naples, Alexander Booth, or George Shirley. God, why is it so difficult to figure out these people? How many names do I have right now? So we have Nicholas Bottrell, who, I guess, who else is there for Topman? I mean, you could also be Omid, I guess. We also don't know who Zungi Sathi is, the ship steward. Wait, actually, what does ship steward mean? Let me go to the glossary. Steward, servant to an officer or higher-rated crew member performing general duties for the comfort of their employer. Oh, a servant. Okay, gotcha. Well, if that's the case, who is that going to be on here? I guess that could technically be you. You could be the servant. But you're also hanging out with the topman, and okay. Got the butcher, we got the cook, we got a bunch of different sea boys. We don't know who you are. We don't know who you are. Who's over here? Topman. It's Lind. Bosun, Topman, midship people, helmsman. Got all the important people over here. Maybe you? You seem like you'd probably be the steward. And we know that you were shot with a gun in Soldiers of the Sea Part 7. Okay. I think I need to go back to the very beginning and see what happened. Okay. We'll make our way backwards. That seems to be the best way to do things here. And then, I think down one more. Yeah. And then we go back here. Scooch around, question mark. I think the other way. Giant spider crab. Okay, and then we're gonna go see this person. Part 7 of 8. Alright, so you are definitely a guy. You were shot with a gun by an unknown attacker. Let's see. So back there. That guy. Hopefully we can go get him. Oh, come on. I can't see who it is. Henry Evans is right there. The butcher's right there. Okay. So we need to look for somebody who is wearing... Oh, who's you? We need to look for somebody who's wearing a white shirt out there. Okay. Let's see if we can figure it out. Part 6.
I've got you. Don't move.
No. Come on. But there's more action going on over there. There's people. Ugh. Okay. Well, we know it's someone wearing a white shirt. So let's see. 11 others were present. You, surgeon's mate, surgeon, midshipman, gunner's mate, gunner, first mate, captain. Maybe you were shot by Charles Minor? That would make sense. Let's say you were shot by Charles Minor. And go from there. Because that's the only guy who looks like he was wearing a white shirt. And then we know that you were clawed by a terrible beast at the very, very end. Brave soul. Brave, brave soul. But who would you be? If you're Alfred Kestel and you're Lars Lind, maybe you're the carpenter? You could be the carpenter. Winston Smith or Marcus Gibbs. It was Winston Smith! Yay! We got 45 fates! Alright, so Winston Smith was the carpenter clawed by a terrible beast. Nicholas Bottrell was speared by a terrible beast. And Zungi Sathi was shot with a gun. Bam. Nice. The power! 3/4 of the way through. 15 names to go. We got this. And that means... what's that mean? What does that mean? Let's go back to... very beginning. We're going to go to this page. We got Winston Smith. We got you. We got you. We got you. Oh, okay. So we need to keep going backwards in time. Whoosh! Soldiers of Steed Part 5, you were burned alive. Oh, that is an awful way to go. God, poor Charles Herstick. Poor Charles. No dialogue or anything, just on fire. And then there were, right, decapitated bodies over here. So these two are part 4. Oh god, wait a minute, what was that sound? We're no use, burn it quick. Yeah. Oh god, that's gotta be... God, that cracking sound, it's just, yeah, can't handle it. But okay, you were decapitated by not unknown, by a terrible beast. A very, very terrible beast. Let's see. Does that mean that that person back there is not Omid? Who do I have as Omid, by the way? I have you. I have you as Omid. Maybe you're not Omid. Maybe you're Huang Li, Ji Zhang, or Wei Li. Or you could be just one of the general seamen. You could be Abraham Akbar or William Wasim. That is also a possibility. Because yeah, it didn't show up that Omid Gul was the guy. Though also you disappeared during the Doom, so maybe you are Omid, we just don't know what happened with you. But anyway, let's see. This unknown topman was decapitated by a terrible beast. Do we know you're a topman for sure? Let's see. 4 memories. Show the memories on the map. You know, your Soldiers of the Sea Part 4, Unholy Captives Part 2, and Soldiers of the Sea Part 1. Okay. So, yes, it's very, very possible that you are. This unknown topman, we'll just say Huang Li for now. And then you, we don't know who you are. We have no idea. But you're dancing with people. You've got pretty decent mutton chops, not gonna lie. He's also wearing some sort of, like, he's wearing some sort of apron. We don't know who you are. We know that you're a passenger. We know that you three are passengers. Who would you be dancing with? Could be Philip Dahl. Everyone else is topman and seaman. Could be Duncan McKay. Could be Marcus Gibbs. No, probably not. Because if you're the carpenter, wouldn't the carpenter's mate be right next to you? Are you the carpenter's mate? Huh. This is quite the pickle. Quite the pickle indeed. Okay, well, we don't know who that is. We don't really know who you are, actually. But you're probably a topman. Probably. Okay. And then you got knifed later. You exploded, which is also a very bad way to go. You burned, which was awful. We got you, we got you, we got you, and we got you. Okay. There's someone else who perished somewhere. Ah, there you are. Okay. Then also you. Oh, that was Winston Smith. Which must mean... No, you were Nathan Peters. Okay. We don't know who you are. Oh. Maybe you're Marcus Gibbs. Maybe you're the carpenter's mate. Yeah. What's going on? Come on, boss. No, get down. Hey, catch. Yes, yes, yes. This guy is Marcus Gibbs. Okay, we know that for a fact. We know this is Marcus Gibbs. Good, good, good. Okay. So the only thing we need to figure out is who the other people were. You fell down the stairs in Unholy Captives Part 3. Where else were you? Unholy Captives Part 1, Part 2, then Part 3. You were also in A Bitter Cold. This is where they got the treasure chest, and they were bringing it down when that happened. Okay. Okay.
What's going on?
Stay back! It's already on your neck.
Hey, come on, boss. No, get there. Hey, cat!
Come on, boss. That's never a good sign. What was your name, by the way? Marcus Gibbs. Where are you from? From America. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. only I feel like only an American in this case would be like, oh hey, giant monster attacking the ship. Oh well, two can play at that game. Oh my god, okay. And then there's still the captain's steward. We don't know who Philip Dahl is. Though, you gotta be somewhere around here. Surgeon's mate, surgeon, helmsman. We got the midshipman, we got the gunner. If the captain's right here, then the captain's steward... Actually, maybe the captain's steward's up here. Maybe you're the captain's steward. Maybe you are Philip Dahl. Okay. Let's go through real quick. We know one for a fact. We know that this is Marcus Gibbs. We don't know who the unknown topman is, but we can make a guess. And we just guess this is Philip Dahl. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. Though it has two things above his name. So, does that mean... Does that mean we are able to figure you out somehow? How are we able to figure you out? Because the 3-star ones are like, or the 3 triangles means like, oh, it's difficult to figure out this person. You're going to have to use some guesswork. But 2 is supposed to be a little easier. What memories are you in? Let's see. You were in A Bitter Cold. Okay. Okay. You were in Unholy Captives. Alright. So we also need to go back into Unholy Captives and kind of work our way from there. Maybe get some more context clues. Okay. We know you're Marcus Gibbs. We know that you're an unknown topman. And there are these 2 people that we also need to figure out. And that should be everyone else. And then just the doom happened, and all heck broke loose. Did we also figure out Chapter 5? What was Chapter 5 again? Oh, Chapter 5 was Unholy Captives. Keep pressure here. Also find John, been in worse spots, I think. Is that an Archie I smell? It is! Archie smell! Sniff, sniff. God dang it. Oh, the internet has ruined me. Boy smell. Cowpoke. Hello, veined visitor, also known as blue raspberry flavored vein. Hope you're doing well. We are just getting through Obra Dinn, trying to figure out where the people are and what all is happening, how they perished, why they perished, who made them perish. All good things. All good things. So let's see. So we can probably make a guess on you. We know that you are probably Huang Li, Zhizhang, or Wei Li. 9k points left to go till I get the suck. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, buddy. I believe in you. And I do plan on streaming for quite a bit. I mean, this is my longer stream nights anyway. We only have 15 names to go, so we are getting towards the end, but it is going to get more difficult, it seems. So hopefully you'll be able to rack up some points tonight if you have the opportunity to stay for a while. Okay. So let's see. I want to get one more name for sure, because we know this is Marcus Gibbs. I want to get one more name before we continue on. Snacks! You know, if you're trying to save up for 10,000 points, if you're saving up for 2,000 or 10,000 points, I don't know if spending them is in your best interest. But I do like the snacks redeem. It is very, very good. Snacks! I just love that voice for some reason. And ooh, speaking of, I actually did make myself some snacks today. I was finally like, you know what? I'm tired of not having anything to eat between lunch and dinner. I'm gonna make myself some peanut butter cookies, and I did. And I already had 4 of them, so they are not gonna last. They're not gonna last at all. But that's okay. It's okay, I can spend them. Yes, you can. I cannot stop you in that regard. Peanut butter cookies are so good. They are. And enjoy your lurk. I don't have a lurk redeem in that way. I do have it in channel points, though. It's only 10 channel points, though. It's a snurk, snack, and lurk. Yeah, there it is. Alrighty, but I hope you enjoy your lurk. And definitely tune in later, because after I solve all these names, we're going to see the final chapter of this game and see how everything happened. Get the conclusion that we have not yet had. So after I get another name, I'm going to start guessing on this guy. So I guess in the meantime, location of the corpse is down in the cargo hold. All right. So let's go that way. We don't know who the people are that, where am I supposed to go? There's the door. Okay. Oh, hello? Ah, right. Nicholas Bottrell. Okay. So we don't know what happened, or like who the people who got decapitated are. We don't know those for sure. But at the very, very least, we know a lot of the other people. And wait a minute, did we get... Yeah, we knew that you were shot by Charles Minor. Okay, good. I was right on that regard then. So yeah, we'll go to the very bottom. We'll figure out what happened with unholy captives. If I'm not mistaken, there's a foot that I need to be looking for. Way back here, correct? It's just gonna be a foot? Yeah.
Keep pressure here. Hold him down. What madness is this? 20 years my steward, and never a doubt of your sanity. Explain yourself. Those are guilty beasts carry a curse. Oh, back your doom of all.
Oh. Oh. 20 years my steward and never doubt on your sanity. This guy. This is the ship's steward. Okay. Wait a minute. He was in the lazaret. I bet you anything he perishes in chapter 8. We're never gonna know. I know who this is, though. I know who you are. You are Marcus Gibbs. No, you are Philip Dahl. You're Philip Dahl. You're the captain's steward. Right? That's what the dialogue said? 20 years my steward. Yeah. And then Charles Minor took him to the lazaret.
All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think.
John? Does that mean you're John? Are you John Naples? Who did I have as John Naples? I have you as John Naples for now. You're blasted with a cannon. We don't actually know if you are John Naples. So we're just gonna put you here. Or wait a minute, no. You were... Okay. So does that mean that you're John Naples and you weren't torn apart? That's Robert Wittrell. And you're William Hoskett. Okay. So that means you attacked John Naples. Okay. So, where are you? You are the Captain Stewart. You were killed with a sword by Philip Dahl. Let's see. Keep pressure here. Ate some sour. Oh. I have a cut on my lip I didn't know existed. Oh no. Oh no. I hate when that happens. Like, especially when you bite into a lemon or something and the lemon juices get all over your cuts and it's just like, ew. I didn't want that. It stings. I know your pain. I know your pain. But sour is such a good flavor profile. Why? Why does it have to burn so good? And with hand sanitizer. You eat hand sanitizer? No, I understand what you mean. No, with the cuts. Right. Sorry. I'm a little silly sometimes. Anyway. You fools. What language is that? All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. And then where's the rest of the legs? Those ungodly beasts carry a curse. Throw them back or doom us all. Is that your native language, Philip Dahl? Because you are from Sweden. Yeah, that would make sense then. So we already know what happened with you. We know that you're Henry Evans. And we don't know who you are, though. But you would definitely have to be John Naples, which means we could probably start guessing on you, who was electrocuted. There we go! Nice. First one. How'd you know I eat hand sanitizer? So, Marcus Gibbs, spiked by a terrible beast. John Naples, sworded by Philip Dahl. And Huang Li was electrocuted. There we go. Lines number 46, 47, and 48 in the books. Or the book, rather. This is one book. This is only one book. It is, ooh, I love that little shaky. Why is it I get distracted by all the moving emotes? I see motion and I'm just like, ooh, my ADHD kicks in. I don't know if I was actually diagnosed ever with ADHD, so maybe I shouldn't be saying that. Who are you? Alpha Kestrel. Ah, okay. You're the bosun. And you're the bosun's mate. Ah, I see. I don't like the way you're standing ominously with that rope, but okay. Well, let's see. What else happened? Or wait, this is part 4. Which means we should be able to go up and find another body somewhere. Yeah. You. Oh, there are a lot of people here. Winston Smith. Yeah, everyone was carrying down the treasure. That guy. That guy. You're another name. You're maybe not Hamadao. You might not be Hamadao Diom. You might be somebody else. We don't know. Because every time we've had his name pop up, he hasn't shown up. Although, you could be Hamadao, and yeah, you disappear in the Doom. It could be that you just drowned instead. We're gonna have to find out from memory number 7. So you were either devoured or you were drowned. We'll have to figure out. Stop it! Stop with the motion! Marcus Gibbs, which we know what happened to you. We know what happened to you. We don't know what happened to you, but you perished in the Doom. You were crushed by a terrible beast. In the Doom Part 3. Load, move hands, aim level, ready, no, belay, spark, and then smooshed. And then something happened to you. Oh, you're the one that fell down the stairs, right. Okay. It's like a party. They're just like, It is very nice that Twitch decided to add that sort of emote. Edward Spratt, okay, the butcher. And they are being stopped by the gun guy. Martin Perot's leading these people to the treasure. Charles Lind, Don't know what happened with you. And we don't know what happened to you, but you perished in the Doom Part 4. Okay. So now... let's see. Who all do I have left in terms of names? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 people listed, but they are not there. James Wallace drowned. We don't know what happened with Philip Dahl because he was stuck in the lazaret. We don't know what happened with Martin Perot because we don't know what happened to him after the events of the Doom. And it didn't say he perished, so he's still alive. So that means everyone else, we have to figure out where they wound up. Alright. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a very, very quick look back at... Oh my god. Just so much wiggling. Okay. I'm going to take a real quick look back at the parts of the Doom. Because that's the only thing that we're missing. We're just missing people who perished in the Doom, it seems. We got all of Part 1. We got all the deaths in Chapter 2. We got all the deaths in Chapter 3. We got all the deaths in Chapter 4. Oh, we don't know what happened with you. Okay, so we need to go back through, Chapter 5 as well. Okay. And you were struck dead by a beast's tail. It's a pretty shell there. Ooh. Let's see. Take it below. Oh, this is your fault. The shell must be protected. We will all die. Okay. So that must mean that you... Or no, that's Chiotan that was speaking that. Okay. Where are you from? Let's see, Perished in Unholy Captives Part 1. You are also in A Bitter Cold and Loose Cargo. Okay. And... What, where are you in the sketch? You're over here. Okay. So you're definitely not an officer. And you're definitely not Philip Dahl. So maybe you are Abraham Akbar or William Wasim? Get out there. It's so tough to tell just based off of little information. We'll just put you down there for now. And then, so there's 2 people in Chapter 5 that we don't know who they are. There's 2 people in Chapter 6 we don't know who they are. There's you, who we don't know who you are. There's you, who we don't know who you are. And then we've got a couple disappearances. Or quite a few disappearances that we don't know. Disappeared in the Doom, yes. Where did you disappear in the Doom? Part 7 and Part 8, okay. So back to Abigail we go. Okay, so we know that you are Alfred. We know that you're Charles Minor. We know that you are Martin Perot. This is the last we see of you before something happens. But we don't know where you went. We know that you were killed with a sword later. We know that you people are alive. You escaped. You're shot with a gun. We can't go up here. Oh. Yeah, okay. You were eaten. Topman, we know what happened with you. We know what happened with you. But wait a minute, where are the other people then? Because 10 others are present. We know what happened with you, you. 5, 6. Where are you? Where's the other topman? We know where literally everyone else is. Where are you? Are you being, like, swept out into the ocean? If I can just find him, all will be clear. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 others are present. And that's what it said, right? 10 others present. Okay. There's the helmsman. There's the gunner's mate. There's the first mate's steward. And there are the 2 passengers. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. We know your third mate, Martin Perot. 7, 8. 9. Topman Lewis Walker. Okay. So there's another topman somewhere that is hiding from us. There you are. Ah, you're being grabbed. You are being grabbed. You were definitely eaten then. Okay, we got that much. This unknown topman, who is either Omid, Jizhang, or Wei Li. Probably Jizhang or Wei Li. We're gonna go with Jizhang. Okay. You're part of Soldiers of the Sea Part 1. Okay. So you are either Jizhang or Wei Li. We know that much. And then that means the only other topman that we don't know, where are you? We know these 2 people. I wonder where Wei Li would be then. So that's 1. Eaten by a beast. Okay. And that would be... Next we need to figure out what happened to these 3. Again, I think they were on the boat. I think they were on a boat that went out to sea, which means maybe they didn't drown. Maybe they were all eaten. Eaten by a terrible beast. Eaten by a terrible beast. Eaten by a terrible beast. And eaten by a terrible beast. Okay. We'll just go with that, I guess. No? But... okay, let's go back to part 7 then. Because we know that that happened. Leonid Volkov. Okay. This is where a lot of action happened. Martin Perot, the bosun's mate, and you. See, there are all these 3 people who got, like, tossed out of the boat. And that's gotta be our 3 people who went missing. But then, if they weren't devoured, did they drown? What happened with them? Okay. Well, let's say that you were drowned. Let me get out of here. Okay, let's say you drowned. Let's say you also drowned. And then let's say you drowned. Let's say you... Wei Li. What the heck? We don't know what happened with them because there's nothing about the boat later. All we know is that there's giant, massive tentacles. They flipped over this boat. Lame. Yeah, I don't know. There's gotta be something. There's gotta be something I'm missing. What other... You were definitely devoured. Whoever you are, you were definitely devoured. We know that there are 3 other people who went missing, which means that it has to be those people. Because they disappeared in the Doom, and their last memory is the Doom Part 7. There's the Doom Part 1, there were a bunch of people getting on a boat. And then Doom Part 7, they all flip over. So if they didn't drown, what else would have happened? Alive, axed, burned, clawed, clubbed, crushed, decapitated, drowned, eaten, electrocuted, expired, exploded, fell. Oh, I guess they could have fallen. Overboard. Okay. That's technically, yes. Fell from the rigging. Poison shot, speared, spike, strangle, struck, suicide, torn apart. Okay. So let's say they fell overboard. Maybe that will help. And then fell overboard. Okay. Were you drowned by a terrible beast? No, you were definitely eaten. Or... oh, dang. This is tough. This is really tough. What happened to them? They definitely fell into the water. I guess they didn't fall overboard because they were definitely in a lifeboat. But, they didn't just expire. They're definitely not alive. They are definitely not alive. They're not axed. They're not burned. They're not clawed. They're not clubs. They're not crushed, I don't think. Unless... yeah, no, it looks like they just fell into the ocean. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. There are only 3 people left, and we know that you were, like, being grappled earlier. It's you 3. Or it could be that they did fall overboard. It's just I don't have the names right. That could also be. Because I don't technically know that you're Hamadao Diom. You could be someone else. Maybe that's it. Maybe I just have the names wrong. Maybe this isn't Omid. Maybe this is Abraham Akbar. Maybe this is William Wasim. Maybe I should try different names. Okay. So we're gonna go back to them being drowned by the beast. Okay. It's so much guesswork at this point. So you didn't fall overboard. Okay. They weren't drowned. Were they eaten then? It's gotta be something. You gotta give me something. Are you William Wasim? And did you drown? I just wish I knew if I had one right. Okay, well, I know this is for sure James Wallace. I'm gonna keep him at drowned. I don't know if this is Ji Zhang. This could be Wei Li. I guess I have to go elsewhere. I have to figure out a different name. The fuse! Okay. So I need to go back to the gun deck. And figure out part 4. Let's go do that. Oh, hey! Hey, Ark, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Keep meeting gay dude and they keep flirting back. Oh no. Sounds like a personal problem. I mean, sounds like a good problem to have, though, for you. Unless you don't want them flirting with you. I guess that's always a possibility. Let's see. No, you were spiked. You? Are you who I'm looking for? Sure. What's happened to you? Sir, loose cannon! Yeah, we know what happened with you.
Sir, loose cannon!
Bam! Right there. That has got to be a rough way to go. Very rough way to go. Who are you? We're gonna say you're Alexander Booth. Or you're George Shirley. You kind of look like a George. Sure. Actually, you know what? No. Let's say... No! Not Hamadao. Okay. And then there's you, who shot... Oh, right. And then you happened after. Immediately after. Yep, we know who you are, we know who you are, and we know who you are. Good, good, good. Okay. And then, where's the door to get out of here? So, I say something flirty, they reject me, we both laugh. That's the status quo. Okay. And you like that arrangement. You're comfortable with that? You don't want it to go any further? You don't have any interests, any inclinations towards this individual? Eek, that just does not look good. I didn't really hear anyone say the fuse. We know you're a Christian wolf. We know there was another body somewhere that we can't really get to, but also got blasted to smithereens. You? Where's the other body? What the heck? Because it says there were 2 people that got blasted. Maybe they're out there. Maybe they are out there. That happened. Okay. A yes is scary. Ah, I see, I see. I know what happens after no. I got no clue what goes on after a yes. I mean, typically you hang out more, you get to know people better, and then, I don't know, if you like each other, you like each other. If you don't like each other, you say it's not going to work out, and then you, like, move on. Sometimes they remove you from their lives, and that's just what happens. You could buy them mozzarella sticks, that is very, very true. You could buy them mozzarella sticks. That is a good, what goes on after a yes. After a yes, you say, let's get mozzarella sticks. And then you eat mozzarella sticks together. That sounds nice. I wouldn't mind some mozzarella sticks right now, actually. Okay. Eating them together definitely comes after a yes. For sure, for sure. So let's see. You got clubbed by Nathan Peters, and James Wallace was there, you were there, and you were there. Oh, that means Nathan Peters must have got thrown overboard. But then where? Oh, yeah. Nathan Peters would have gotten... If Nathan Peters got drowned by the beast, that means these 2 people got drowned by the beast as well. Okay, that's actually big news. That's big, big news. Okay, so we know you're drowned. We know for sure that James Wallace was drowned. And we know for sure that you were also on the boat. We don't know what happened to the other guy, the topman over there. Let me... Okay. So 4 others are present. You, and you. Wait, does that mean you? Oh, yeah, I guess. Wait a minute. If the other person was quote-unquote present, that means that you were the one who was shot with a cannon, and that means the other guy was not. What happened to the other guy? Was he yanked out by the beast? I can't tell. You perished somewhere. You were already a dead body. You were there. You were there. You were there. 2, 3, 4. Oh, it already has your body. Okay. So no, you were shot by a cannon. We just don't know your name. Was Ben drowned? Oh my god. Is that a freaking Majora's Mask reference in the Obra Dinn? Was the attack entirely by surprise, or did they have warnings, or what? So... So, at first it was just some memories of the very last chapter. Like, when we started, we got the events of the end. So we saw the captain fight some guys off and then say goodbye to his wife. And then his wife was dead in the next room, so we went back in time, and she was like, "Where's my husband?" And then we saw the doom. We saw the tentacles. So that was the next thing that came about. And it's all sort of been like in a loose order since then. So we figured out most of the story. We just don't know what happened to drive away the beast. Because after the doom, the bargain happens. We don't know what happens in the bargain. All we know is that it happens in the lazaret. And then the escape, a bunch of people, like some passengers who survived, they're like, screw this, we are going to the mainland, and they all survived. Yes, tentacles. And then at the end, people were trying to do a mutiny against the captain, like the last people on the ship, essentially. So they didn't really have warnings. It's just like they got to the calling, and they brought a really dumb treasure on board, which was most likely cursed. Or no, unholy captives. No? No, I remember what it was. Murder. They got a cursed treasure somewhere during the events of the murder, and then the calling happened because someone, the third mate, tried to take it away. He tried to escape with the treasure, but then he got attacked by mermaids. And then the unholy captives were those mermaids. And at the end of that, I guess, the captain steward was all like, "No, we have to get that treasure out of here. You'll doom us all." So I guess they did have a warning, technically. They just didn't really pay attention to it. And then the soldiers happened, and then the Kraken happened, and then the bargain happened. We don't know what happened with the bargain, but the doctor does, the surgeon, Henry Evans. He's not telling us, though, because he's only going to tell us when we leave the ship and return the book to him. I want to figure out the rest of the people who died in this book before that happens. I'm still hung up on who this is, but I want to say you're Ji-Chang. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I only have 12 names left. I have 12 names, which means I technically have... Well, I'm dealing with 25% of the names right now. I know what happened with James Wallace. I know that you were drowned, but I don't know who you are. And I don't know what happened with you either. Where was your last memory again? You disappeared in the Doom. Your last memory was... Oh, your last memory was part 6. Okay. I need to go back then. Well, alright. That would help. So if I can figure out what happened to him, then maybe that will help me to figure out other people's names. Get less clutter around here. Let's see. Well, I know you're part 7, and I can go from there. Part 7, oh no, so much disaster, what's going on? God, this is awful, horrendous. Holy mackerel. Wow. Oh, that doesn't sound good. I am just struck. Oh, you're right here. Come on. Come on, why'd you do this? Oh, right, the explosion. Okay. Oh no, explosions! What's going on here? Who would have ever thought? Oh god, where are people? So you're there, you got explodey, dude. You are gonna get torn apart next, which is unfortunate. You've got a bunch of guns that you just can't handle. Why can't I hold all these guns? Hoo-hoo. John Davies, okay, okay. How many people are present right here? 5 others, okay. So we got the 2 midshipmen. We got the gunner's mate, the fourth mate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you. Where is the other guy? There's the tentacle. Uh-huh. Oh god, the the screen is kind of like messing with me. I want to tilt my head, but it just it's weird. Okay. Oh, there you are. Okay. Oh! You weren't drowned. You fell overboard. You fell overboard. Okay. Does that mean you are Omid Ghoul? Does that mean you are Omid? Let's see. If you are Omid, James Wallace and Wei Li. Okay. So he fell overboard. Okay. It wasn't necessarily like the beast that drowned him. He wasn't like drowned, he just fell overboard. Okay. So that's good to know. That is very good to know. Although, do we see where else you were in the Doom? That's not what I wanted. No, that's not what I want either. I want to show memories. So you're in Soldiers of the Sea, you're in Part 6 of the Doom. Okay, and you're just in a bunch of places with Soldiers of the Sea. Okay. So no, we don't know who you are. We just know that you fell overboard. And it did not meet Kurt Russell. Sad. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know that reference. But you're definitely a topman. And if you're a topman and the only topmen are from Persia and China, that means you have to be Omid. And if that's the case, we know that you fell overboard, we know that you drowned, and we know that you drowned as well. But we don't know who you are. I guess we could always put down some guesses. And they're all wrong. God dang it! Oh, why does it have to be like this? Why does it have to be like this? Wei Li? Zhang? Are you Duncan McKay? We don't know who Duncan McKay is. Okay. Well, we know you drowned, which is going to be helpful, because that's the same fate as these two, then. And we know for sure you're James Wallace, because you are right next to Henry Evans. We just don't know who the purser is. Unless you're the purser? You could be the purser. You could be Duncan McKay. You could possibly be Duncan McKay. And then you... Huh. Okay. It's all coming down to guesswork now. It's all coming down to guesswork. We know for sure you're not Philip Dahl. We know that Philip Dahl and Martin Perot are out of the question. We know that they did not perish. They're still alive. They're still in the lazaret. They had to meet their end in Chapter 8. But we don't know what happened with them. So that means that they're out of the question, which means I only have 10 names to deal with. I only have James Wallace, Duncan McKay, Omid, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We only have 10 names. Wonder how they lasted so long. Well, when it came to Philip Dahl, we know that he was just like thrown in the lazaret. He was kept there as a prisoner, essentially. So we know that he would have just been like fed meals or something like that, depending on how long the trip was, and just kept below deck. So he was kind of the safest out of all of them. And then Martin Perot, I don't know how he survived. He's just really good at being a third mate, I guess. But we don't know what happened to him. Because he didn't disappear. He didn't die. But he's out of the picture because he has not met his end yet. So who all do we have left? We got everyone in the calling, I think. Yeah. So we know there's this person. It's number 1. I need to revisit here, actually, see what actually happened. The location of the corpse is in the middle of the deck. Okay. So we'll need to figure out who you are. So 1, 2. So 2 people in chapter 5. 2 people in chapter 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that should be everyone then. Which means we have all the names, it's just putting them to the faces. Okay, so we're gonna say that you are Jijang. Which means that there is somebody else who is listed here, who is a topman. You're not Jijang, you're not Wei Li. Okay. So we know who these are, we know how they died, we just don't know what happened to them. Although, okay. You fell overboard. That's the important information. You fell overboard. We need to go below deck now, I'm pretty sure. Because after this corpse happened, we can't actually go down there.
Snacks!
Snacks! I am so thankful that I have those peanut butter cookies now. Because, yes, those snacks will definitely come in handy. Thank you for the stretch. And thank you for the hydrate. And now for an intermission. Oh, I mean, technically this is around the time that I would do an intermission. Wow, 2 hours and we... Hot and spicy Cheez-Its. Ooh, that would be nice, though. Okay. So we know you're in the middle of the deck, question mark? Oh, right, okay, yes. Okay, these 2 people. So, yes, this is your fault. The shell must be protected, yes. He talked about a shell, very dangerous. Shell, what shell?
What the hell is going on? What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends?
这是什么？未来全部供出来，恭喜您害啦！你哋係你一個人唔過，寫得本事啊！你我嘅老師
Shell? What shell?
And then those things shot out spikes. Didn't think we were going to get to the end, but you're not far now. Yeah! 10 names left. Technically 9, because we know for sure you're James Wallace. I mean, it could be the purser. I guess we don't know for sure if you're James Wallace, but it would make sense. You're with the surgeon basically everywhere, except for the Doom. But you go out here, you run away. You're part of Unholy Captives. Oh. You know, now that I mention it, maybe you are the purser. Maybe the reason this has been wrong all this time is that maybe the reason it's been wrong is because you're actually the purser. You're not the surgeon's mate. Maybe you're Duncan McKay. No, maybe not. Okay. This is so difficult to figure out. What's a purser? A purser is a person. Let me go to the glossary because it gives the definition here. Purser, administrative official, accounts for all cargo value and trade transactions, manages a small item store for the crew. So it's basically a shopkeep / accountant on board, taking care of all the numbers and trade deals, making sure that the money is in order, hence the name purser. We got everyone else basically, and then let's go back to the glossary. Unholy Captives. So, what are those monsters? Where are they from? Tell us everything. This is your fault. The shell must be protected. We will all die. He talked about a shell. Very dangerous. Okay. So that means that you were being used as an interpreter, Huang Li. We know that these spikes shot through and got both of you. Which means that you must have been Abraham Akbar, William Wasim, Hamid Dion, Alexander Booth, or George Shirley, or Wei Li, or Li Zhang, or any number of people. Where else are you? So you died in Unholy Captives, you were part of the Bitter Cold, and you were in Loose Cargo, which means that he was working a general... Yeah, he's just a regular sea guy. So he's either Abraham Akbar, William Wasim, Hamid al-Diom, Alexander Booth, or George Shirley. And we know that you are right here playing with whoever you are, and whoever you are. We know that we got some topmen and sea guys over here. We know that you were shot with a cannon. I'm a topman. Oh my god. Okay, well, good to know. Whoops. I always forget that the cup, like, does weird things to the camera, and it makes me glitch out, because it can't register my face. Alright. I might actually take just a little bit of a break to, kind of think things over. Also, get myself some more water, because I'm out. And then we'll come back to this. We will definitely come back to this. I kind of want to figure out names to Because we still don't really know who the purser is. I feel like we should. Alright. So yeah, we'll get back to this in just a little bit. So I'll keep this on as background noise. Alrighty, we are back. So, let's review what we know for sure. We know for sure that there are 12 names, just 12. Just 12 names that we have yet to assign to anyone, as far as their fates go. So we have Martin Perot, James Wallace, Duncan McKay, Philip Dahl, Omid Gul, Ji Zhang, Wei Li, Abraham Akbar, William Wasim, Hamidou Diome, Alexander Booth, and George Shirley. So, we know that there are 12 names. We know that Philip Dahl and Martin Perot have yet to be determined as far as their fates go. You know, we technically don't know if it's James Wallace in that boat. We technically don't know. Well, no, you are not James Wallace. We know for sure that this person is not James Wallace. You are most likely a C dude. Maybe Abraham or William. We don't know any of these guys' forenames. We know... I have reason to believe that this guy right here is Omid Gul. Just because he is the only one who looks like he would be from Persia. Because of the turban. Like, no one else is wearing a turban. It is just him. We have these four who are most likely seafarers. He definitely looks like an Omid. He definitely looks like an Omid. Not to, like, profile, you know. But, like, that's also part of the game profile. I don't know. So. We got that. So we know that for sure. We know how these people died. We know for sure that you drowned because you disappeared in the Doom alongside this man and this man. And if he drowned, that means these two must have drowned as well. Deductive reasoning. Okay. So we got that. We got that this person is almost guaranteed to be Omid. And then we don't have any other... There's Martin Perot, Philip Dalton, Omid Gul. Okay. That's good. That's good. So we have one name assigned for sure that could be, like, signed and sealed. We know what happened to him. So if we figure out who this is and who the other guy who disappeared in the Doom is... Like, I want to say this is the surgeon's mate, but it hasn't been right so far. So this could be Duncan McKay. It could very well be that we don't know who the surgeon's steward is. So we're just going to keep you as a blank right now. And then... Escape. And then there's you. So we could just go down the list of Abraham Akbar, William Wasim, Hamido... Oh, there we go. Bam. Okay, that was Alexander Booth. Alexander Booth was drowned by a terrible beast. That was Duncan McKay. That was the purser. Okay. And Omid Gul fell overboard to his death. Okay. Bam. 46, 47, and 48. Or no, that's 49, 50, and 51. Okay. I think. Yeah, because we still have 9 names left. Okay. And we don't know what happened to 3 of them. Okay. We're getting somewhere. So we know what happened to everyone in the end. We know what happened with everyone during the escape. We have yet to access the bargain. Chapter will remain unknown until you leave the ship and return the book to me. Okay. So, we don't know who you are now. So, we technically only have 7 names left to figure out. And it also means that we don't know who the surgeon's steward is. Or the surgeon's mate. Okay, interesting. So, we know that Philip Dahl is out of here. We know that Martin Perot is not there. Who is James Wallace? Is that maybe... Okay. Well, I'm going to say this is Ji Zhang for now. And then everyone else, except for you and you... is accounted for. Okay. So I guess we could technically try to figure out who these people are. Unknown seaman is either Abraham Akbar, William Wasim, Hamid al-Diom, and George Shirley. Let's say this is George. And let's say this. I mean, he definitely looks like a George, though. Abraham Akbar, William Wasim, Hamid al-Diom, George Shirley. Okay. Abraham Akbar, William Wasim, Hamid al-Diom, George Shirley. Okay. So maybe you are Wei Li. Okay. Let's go from there. Ah, there we go. Okay. Well done, 3 more fates correct. And we got all of them from chapter 7. So this was Wei Li. Okay. This was Abraham Akbar. Okay. And George Shirley. Well, there we go. 3 more fates. This is it. This is it. So now all we have left to figure out are 3 people. And those 3 people are in Unholy Captives. So the one that was spiked by a terrible beast, I'm gonna say you are probably William Wasim, because I think we saw you as well during the loading phase. Yeah, in Loose Cargo. Okay. So we're gonna say that this is William Wasim for now. We're gonna say you... where do you show up in the sketch? Who are you by? You are by Renfred Rajoub, Abraham Akbar, and Salman Syed. Okay, so that means that you must be... No, you must be William Wasim then. Okay. Because everyone else here is from India. Okay. Let me just double check on that. India. Renfred, Abraham, William Wasim, Sol. Yeah. Okay, so that's got to be William Wasim. Good to know. Good. And then that was part of Unholy Captives. We don't know who you are, but we know that you are pictured with George Shirley and Alexander Booth. These are the last 2 people that we need to figure out. So you are either Ji Zhang or Hamid al-Diyam. There we go. I did it. 2 more fates correct. Wait, what? 2. Hamid al-Diyam was spiked by a terrible beast, and William Wasim fell down as you said. Okay, yeah. Is that everyone that we could figure out? But what about the other guy? I thought there was one more guy. There had to have been one more guy. Is this it? In the Lazaret. Okay. Yeah, everyone here. George Shirley, Edward Spratt, Lars Lind. Yeah, it's just these 2 people. The 2 people that were decapitated by a terrible beast. Okay. So, you must be the surgeon's mate, James Wallace. And that makes you Ji Zhang. Hey, we did it! Wow! I guess just a quick break was all we needed. Bam! We did it! Okay! We're done! That's all the names. All we need to know is what happened. There's nothing left to do on the Upper Dinn. Yeah. All that we have left to do is figure out what happened to Philip Dahl and Martin Perot. All right. And Henry Evans is the person who's going to tell us that. Alrighty. Let's figure this out. Oh, wow. I was kind of expecting this to go at least another hour, but hey. Not bad.
Go.
Yes.
Storm's nearly about, so we won't be coming back.
Oh, right. I need to stare at you uncomfortably for whatever reason. 9, 10. All right, here we go.
Sit down so you don't fall out.
Now Henry Evans is going to tell us what happened. Because that means he must have been there. He must have known. I wonder, did the captain sacrifice him? Don't fall out. I should be fine. I've done this before, right? Alright. And now? 1 week later. We have returned the book. The Honorable East India Company Insurance Assessment for the good ship Obra Dinn, victim of calamitous events at sea, prepared by the Company Office of Investigation. The fact that we know what happened and had like a pocket watch that can travel to the moment of people's deaths, we're not going to question that. But we are going to know what happened to each and every single person on this boat, except for 2. So, the ship. Damage and squall, Atlantic. Sunken storm, Falmouth. Payment claimed, £20,000. Cargo company, all cargo lost. Payout claimed, £5,000. The cargo from the Crown, all cargo lost. Payout claimed for restitution, £3,000. Captain Robert Wittrell. Fate, suicide, gun. Criminal findings, murder of crewmate, 4. 4? Excuse me? Estate forfeited to the Crown. Oh, right, because, like, they attacked him. William Hoskett, the first mate. Shot with a gun by Robert Wittrell. Criminal findings, attempted mutiny. Estate fined £25. Wow. For attempted mutiny, for trying to overthrow the captain of the ship, you only get fined £25? Wow, that is nothing. Oh, but he murders 4 people who were trying to attack him, by the way, and he has to give up his entire estate. I mean, it doesn't matter, he's dead, but still. Edward Nichols, second mate. Shot, gun by C. Tan. Criminal findings, murder of crewmate, 2, attempted mutiny, theft of cargo, estate fined £100. Why are these people getting off so easily? Getting off so easy, I mean, easily is whatever. Martin Perot, third mate. Unknown. Findings of merit. Extraordinary valor. Exceptional performance of duties. Estate awarded outstanding wages and reward £90. Good, good, good. But we also don't know what happened to him. We're going to find out. John Davies, fourth mate. Clubbed by H. Brennan. Murder of crewmate, 1. Estate fined, £15. Alfred Klestel. Wait a minute. So... okay. £15. Alfred Klestel, bosun. Torn apart by a beast. Findings of merit, exceptional performance of duties. Estate awarded outstanding wages and reward, £70. Bosun's mate was also torn apart. Murdered a crewmate. Estate unknown. Expenses claimed, £15. Henry Evans, the surgeon, is alive in Africa. Findings of demerit. Abandonment of crew and vessel. Yes. Estate awarded outstanding wages, £50. Wait a minute, he was awarded £50 for being a wimp and fleeing? Okay. James Wallace was decapitated by Beast. He showed extraordinary valor and awarded £50 to estate. Oh, man. Claude, extraordinary valor, £60 for Winston Smith. Marcus Gibbs, spiked, outstanding wages donated to pension fund of £30. Thomas Sefton was the cook, struck by a tail, estate awarded £40. He should not, what? He was going to sexually harass a mermaid. I don't know what you're talking about. Or wait a minute, no. The shell was something different, now that I think about it. It wasn't like the mermaid shell cups bra thing. Lamau. Yeah, I'm bad at this. I remember now. The shell was the whole like treasure that was drawing them close anyway. Emile O'Farrell, the butcher. He was spiked. Exceptional performance of duties. He was very good at butching. And then estate awarded £40. Christian Wolf, the gunner. Exceptional performance of duties, despite the fact he was shot in the face. What did I say about mermaid? Don't worry about it. Estate awarded £70. Olus Weotter, shot with a gun by Davies. Murdered a crewmate, attempted mutiny, estate fined $50. Duncan McKay was drowned. Tried to abandon the crew. State awarded outstanding wages £50. Finley Dalton. State awarded outstanding wages £30. State awarded outstanding wages £50. Crushed by Beast. Abigail Hospit. Crushed by the rigging, no claim made. Nunzio Pascal. Knifed by E. Nichols, no claim made. Emily Jackson, live in Africa. Murdered a crewmate because... no, I think I'm gonna worry about it. Well, okay, he was like... what did he say again? He was like, oh, that's a pretty shell. Mind if I get a touch? Or mind if I, like, look at it? Take a peek? And my brain, because it wasn't showing anything, thought, oh, he's talking about the mermaid cup shells that are, like, on their chest, like in The Little Mermaid. But that wasn't the case. It was the shell that is, like, the big treasure, that was, like, drawing all the enemies around. I thought he was being a perv. Nah? What do you mean, nah? Also, hello, Common Link. I thought you were Crumbs for a second because your names are the same shade of purple on my screen. But alright. Emily Jackson, yes. Estate fined, $35 because she murdered somebody. Alright, Miss Jane Bird, also abandoned crew, fined $10. So you get 25 for murdering somebody and 10 for abandoning the crew. Fate Claude, no claim made. Burned, murder of crewmate, estate unknown, expense claimed, £25. Murder of crewmate, expense claimed, £25. Shotgun, no claim made. Shotgun minor, estate awarded outstanding wages of $35 by the ship steward. Philip Dahl, fate unknown, criminal findings, murder of crewmate, findings of demerit, failure to perform duties, estate fine £35. Wow, okay. Paul Moss, exceptional performance, estate awarded outstanding wages and reward, £45. Estate fined £50. Crushed by a cannon, estate awarded £10. Alive in Africa, abandonment of crew and vessel, no claim made. Interesting. I was just lurking until I heard sexual harassment. Fair. Very, very fair. I get that. Peter Milroy. Extraordinary Valor. Estate wounded, £40. Knifed. Oh, weird. Whew, okay. 35. There's a lot here. Okay. And lastly, preliminary draft of this assessment has been approved by the World Trade Guarantor. Total claimed £29,285. On behalf of the Honorable East Asia Company, I certify all statements as accurate and declare this matter closed in its entirety. Signature. I forget if we actually had a name or not. But alright. The pocket watch remains in your possession. Cool! We can just use that whenever. The book returns to its original owner, Henry Evans, in Morocco, as requested. Bam. Stamps. And there it goes. Now what you got for us, game? One year later. We're finally going to figure out, after all this time, what happened at those faded hours of the Obra Dinn.
Can you believe it? A package at this hour. Oh, the thing smells just dreadful. Better you don't open it inside.
Uh-oh. That's different.
I'm in now.
That is different dialogue. Hello? Oh. It's a piece of the body, and we have the pocket watch with us, so we'll be able to find out what happened. Chief Inspector, I write to you with the unfortunate news that Dr. Evans has passed away. He succumbed to his illness shortly after receiving your package. He was very pleased with your correspondence and asked that his gratitude be expressed by returning the book to you, along with the means to complete it. As for the three of us that remain, the Obra Dinn is a distant memory and a dreadful chapter in our lives that we wish to forget. Do not write back. Regards, Jane Bird. I mean, fair, I guess. There's the book. The tale belongs to you now. Please finish it. All that we have left to do is figure out what happened with the bargain. Which means that for over a year, Henry Evans has just had a piece of a corpse with him. Excuse me? Excuse me, what? Well, let's see it. Yeah. Someone's shriveled up, decayed hand. Let's get that pocket watch out.
There you are. Collect your things. Where's the key? To that door. Gone. Damn. There's no time. We need to go. Right. Here you go. What are you up to? Nothing.
Oh. What the heck? Is that the captain? No, that was Henry Evans. You shot someone? Who did you... Wait. You shot a monkey. Henry Evans, you shot a monkey. What? Well, Philip Dahl is definitely dead. Yeah, those two died in the lazaret. But what happened? The bargain. So the captain had nothing to do with it? The monkey's paw. A friendly, but not entirely pleasant monkey companion was sacrificed in the pursuit of knowledge. Where's the key to that gourd? There's no time, we need to go. Right, and you go. Okay. So... Paul Moss, the first mate's steward, and Henry Evans... Wait, when were you killed? You perished in the escape. Okay, shortly after. Right. He was helping... Oh, he helped Henry Evans escape. Okay. He helped Henry Evans escape after they got the treasure out. Or they disposed of it. So that the beast would go away. But okay. So the monkey died. Oh, yeah, there you are. Back there. Okay. So you... Which I believe you were... The third mate.
The third shell. Captain didn't toss them all. Leave it. Help me lift it.
3 shells?
Stop! Why? Well, set you free. Give it the shell. Here. Do it.
Hoist it out. To the main deck. Throw it over. Lock the door when you leave.
Get the tail, boy.
This is a lot.
In return, the ship. The Obra Dinn. See it home.
Oh. So... something... Ah! So Paul Moss and Davy James. Oh, dang, what the heck? I didn't expect that. Okay. So there's the shell. So they were dragging out a mermaid corpse. And that means that you were already dead. So the last one to die, in the bargain, was Martin Perot, third mate. Leave it. Help me lift this. Stop, wait. We're here to set you free. Give it the shell. Throw it over, lock the door when you leave. See it home. I think it got spiked. I think Martin Perot got spiked by the beast. By the mermaid. That's what it looks like. Let me just... Yeah, for sure. For sure you got spiked. Which means that... Wait, what? There's another body? Oh, the mermaid. There was another mermaid. Okay.
I'll kill every last one of you monsters. Withdraw the Kraken, or I will kill you all!
Dang. That was Robert Wittrell. Oh. Well then. So he was down here. Wait, then what happened with the third mate? Did he come down here shortly after? So the captain was fighting very, very hard to keep the shells on board, because he thought they were valuable treasure. But the third mate made an executive decision to not have that. Captured Beast fought against its jailer and was speared for the trouble. Withdraw the Kraken and I'll kill you all. That did not happen. That didn't really happen. That means the only other death that we have to go through... Wait, no. Oh my god, another one? Okay. So he killed two of them.
Off, damn you! This is your Kraken! You brought it here! Send it back!
And he shot this one. Okay. Oh my god. He was putting up a fight. He really did not want to let these shells go. So, Monkey, third mate, these two, 1, 2, 3, 4, they already had 4 bodies, and there's still you. There's still the steward. We have yet to get to the captain's steward. Oh, man. Oh, man. An unholy creature's defiant shrieks were greeted with a fatal bullet. One other person was present, and that person was Captain Robert Wittrell. So are we good now? We're finally gonna... Yep, there we go. Let's find out what happened to the steward and finish this thing off once and for all.
What's this? Quicksilver. Herre min Gud.
He tried to pull out the shell, and didn't really work out, did it? Alright. So he got burned, just like the other guy. Dang. And so Henry Evans found all this out and escaped? Philip Dahl. Here we are. The last of it. Philip Dahl was burned to death. Obra done was the achievement. Oh my god. I didn't mean to make that the title, but okay. Philip Dahl burned to death, and Martin Perot was spiked by a terrible beast. And that's it. We have finished. We now know every single fate. So, let's go back to the start. Let's do this one last time. So, loose cargo. They set out to sea. We've got a couple people dying, namely this guy from Fallen Cargo and then some unidentified stowaway. And then afterwards, passing alongside Portugal, somebody gets sick. And 2 people succumb to illness, and then they also slaughter a cow. Murder. Edward Nichols goes after some treasure, blames it on Hokseng Lao, and then takes off in the middle of the night. Timothy Buteman tries to stop him, but is shot. Then the calling happens. They're going towards the Canary Islands, but monsters attack, mermaids. And mermaids are just killing all of them until finally It Bang Sha pulls out the shell or something. Pulls out a shell? Opens the treasure chest, and it burns all the mermaids to death. Edward Nichols then tries to come back and claim he has treasure, but the last of the Formosan royalty is just not having it, or the guard, and just shoots him. Just shoots him outright, because he knows. He knows what he did. And then afterwards, the mermaids are pulled onto deck, where these 2 people are speared, you're struck dead by its tail, and you fall down the stairs to your death after trying to put the treasure back into the lazarette. And then you know what's happening. You know that the shells are bad news. You know that this treasure is bad. Philip Dahl. So you kill John Naples in an attempt to get to the treasure, but it doesn't work. And so you're thrown into the lazarette. And then the crab riders come. You're just struck by lightning at the same time. But then all of you start just getting downed and downed by these people trying to go for the treasure in the lazarette. They know where the shell is. They know where the shells are. until finally they are all taken out. And then the doom happens. These people try to escape. Lars Lind also tries to escape, but is clubbed by Nathan Peters, who wants revenge for his dead brother at the very beginning. But it doesn't matter because the Kraken arrives and starts just mutilating everyone. And then the bargain happens. You pull out a shell and are subsequently burned to death. And then the captain comes down to check on the cargo, finds the mermaids are still alive, and then kills them. Except for one. For some reason he leaves, Martin Perot comes down. Oh, Martin Perot comes down to tell him about his dead wife. And so he goes back up, and in the meantime, he uses that opportunity to grab the shell and try to, like, take it out, take it away, give it to the mermaid. But then the mermaid attacks anyway, and so he dies. And last but not least, Henry Evans goes down there to try and figure out what all happened. Which, that kind of seems suspicious now that I think about it. The fact that he would, like, know about the treasure. Sacrifice in the pursuit of knowledge. Was he, though? I don't know. Whose monkey companion was that, anyway? And then lastly, some people escape. There is, like, an attempted killing, I guess? I don't know what these people were trying to kill the other passengers for, but they finally left. Oh yeah, and then there was talks of mutiny. And there was a bit of a scuffle that ended in a lot of deaths for that. But these people all escaped. Emily Jackson, Jane Bird, Davy James, and Henry Evans. They all escaped. And last but not least, William Hoskett tries a mutiny with Henry Brennan and Lewis Walker, but they all meet their end by Robert Whittrell before he ends it all. Interesting. So in the end, the treasure wasn't even worth it. Guess that's it then. Oh, now I'm not in control of it anymore. So I'm just gonna slot that in. Swoop. Alright. Why was there a second book there that looked very identical? Is that saying something? Is there going to be a sequel? The end. Alright. Well, I guess that's it. Dang! From my dad. Special thanks to all those people. Taiwanese language translation. German localization. Oh, yeah, all the languages. Right. Oh, man. Well, we finally did it. Yay! Ended up being a little shorter than I expected, but, you know, I guess at the same time I wasn't sure how long we'd go anyway. I just wanted to make sure that I had enough time to figure it all out. So, we didn't, like, blitz through it, which was good. Gave us a little bit of time to figure everything else out. But, yeah! 100% completion! Nice! I wonder if I got all the achievements for this game. I mean, I would imagine I did. I don't think I would have missed anything. Rob Townsend, Cameron Nakad, Jeffrey Pillars, Callan McAuliffe. I'm not going to know who these people are. James McCradle, Chris Sharps, Nick Smith, Brian Stivale, Joshua Nicholson, Martin Holland, Brian Lafton, Ian Russell. I feel like I've recognized that name. Peter Adamczyk, Finnegan Morris. Oh my god, Finnegan? I didn't know people had the first name Finnegan. That's amazing. Michael Drew, Kieran Patil, Debbie McCready, Yichun Che, I don't know, Talun Shao, Yufu Lin, Jia Lin, Tim Simmons, Michelle Krusiak, Nikita Ordinsky, Duncan Lawrence, Seamus Malley, Michael Van Steenvik, Brent Mackay, and Vadim. Oh, there are two people for him. Luke Marty, interesting. Stephen Fu, Joshua Nicholson, Chris McCann, and additional people. Well, nice. Voices.com. Wow. I didn't realize there was just an entire website dedicated to voice actors. That's actually kind of cool. I'm guessing they help out on a lot of different projects then. Oh man. But you know, that was a pretty good game. Not gonna lie. I enjoyed it. Like, it's very simplistic, but still very, very enjoyable. I love a good murder mystery every once in a while, especially because I grew up playing like Clue with my family and stuff like that. So this was very, very fun. And I'm glad that I got to share some really interesting moments with all of you. It's very cool. Alright, I think with that being said, it is about time that we go and try to find somebody to raid. How about that? Okay, so before I do the raid, let me adjust some things actually. Just gotta scooch over a little bit. Okay. So we are going to try and find somebody to raid. I think, I should probably also mention that I am doing a debut-versary tomorrow. Tomorrow is the anniversary of my debut. Oh my god. So, yeah, I'm just going to be looking over some of the debut highlights, maybe giving some stuff. And if anyone has any questions or wants to celebrate with me, you're definitely welcome to tune in with me at 7 p.m. Pacific time, the usual. It's not going to be too long of a stream, just because, I don't know. I don't want to have, like, too many things to celebrate, you know? There's my birthday coming up in September. There's my actual, like, streaming anniversary. Like, the debut is nice, but, I feel like it would have been better if, or like, I would have celebrated it more if I had done it, like, my first stream ever, you know? Like, my debut anniversary is also just my anniversary of streaming in general. But yeah, I don't know. Just, like, having 3 things to celebrate in a year that's, like, all about me, just, I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe I'm a weird VTuber. I don't want to celebrate myself, no! But yeah, if you can, I hope that you are able to show up and stop by, even just to say hi for a little bit. I'm also going to be doing a Q&A, so if you have any questions for me about, like, VTubing or any other just, like, general advice, experience, yada yada, stuff like that, feel free to stop by and do that. Ask away. I should be able to answer, as long as it's not, like, doxing or anything. But yeah, let's get back to finding a person to raid. Make sure that I don't forget about that. Twooch. There we go. Who is on? Who is on? We got... Hunkai Star Rail. 24 Hours of Pain. How can you... Jesus! How are you still going? I kind of want to stop in just because I'm very, very impressed. We also got someone playing Undertale. We've got someone listening to music. See if he's playing Brain World. Oh, we got someone playing Hollow Knight, funnily enough. Not ending stream till I beat the game. Where are you? Okay, right now they're at a BRB screen. Like, not gonna lie, I'm very, very curious about this 24-hour stream just because it's been so long. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna see what Savvy is up to. We're gonna raid into Savvy. So let me get that up. Alrighty. Well, thank you again for watching with me, and I hope you enjoy Savvy playing Remnant 2. I think it's a new game. I saw that she had been wanting to stay up because, like, initially she was playing a different game, but she was like, oh, well, I'm just waiting for another game to release anyway. And I'm like, I'm really curious how she can stream for 24 hours straight, because my god, that is pretty impressive. So yeah, we're gonna raid into Savvy and wish her the best of luck. I also want to ask for advice, because I've been contemplating doing some 24-hour streams in the future, or streams that would probably last 24 hours. So, I maybe want to see how she does it. If she takes breaks, I hope she takes breaks. Oh my god. I cannot imagine just sitting there for 24 hours. But alright, thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you tomorrow during my debut-versary. Thank you, bye-bye!